This camping trip is not about exercising, this is about relaxing and being with good friends. Why am I up at 6 a.m.? I went to bed at like 1 last night and I randomly woke up this morning at 6 and I'm ravenously hungry. So I'm actually making a PB&J right now. I like to toast my bread before I make it. I don't know why. And then I'm gonna put on some YouTube and lay down on the couch and see if I can get a couple more hours sleep. But what the heck? We're all packed up. The cooler is actually empty. We've got the tent. We've got the puppy, who's very nervous. He's a very anxious boy when we travel. And we're gonna head out now. Going on a wildlife walk. It's China Camp State Park. This is the meadow. I can't remember what it is. I'll put a link down below showing you where this campground is. It's really cool. Not very far away from the city either. Probably walked for maybe like a third of a mile. Now we're all pooped, so tired. This camping trip is not about exercising, this is about relaxing and being with good friends. So we're back at the campsite and I wanted to give you a little camp tour. We have our circle of chairs with a fire pit in the middle, which we have been cooking on. Well, Jason has been cooking on. We've got tent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tents. That's our giant tent that I was all self-conscious about the other day. And this sweet hammock, all our coolers. We've got our kind of table and bench area with this like sunshade thing. This is our like locker. And really it's just like a raccoon locker because the raccoons will come and take your stuff and the crows. So we have like all our food in here. And this is the tent that I shared with Eric and Abe. I was super cozy inside because we actually brought a double high queen air mattress with full bedding, real pillows, all that kind of stuff. So it was super cozy, plenty of room for all of us. And it wasn't like outrageously big like I was worried about. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's like tons of trees everywhere around here. Abe is starting to get a little bit more relaxed, but he's been pretty whiny. It's okay, he's just worried about the pack, like we have to separate, and he can't really go on the trails, but we're gonna go to the beach later and it's gonna be really fun, and I'll show you cute clips of Abe trying to swim, because he's trying to learn how to do that now. It's really sweet. Ended up being weirdly short, and I think it's because I had a really good time just socializing and being with really good friends, spending time with my dog, spending time with my husband. It was really nice. I also actually turned off my phone as soon as we got there because we didn't have any service. I couldn't do anything really on my phone, and so I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna turn it off. and it felt really, really good. So I actually had my phone off for 2 days, and I wasn't able to check anything until I came back Sunday afternoon. It was so cool to be like unplugged. I haven't had that experience in such a long time. Like truly unplugged, like phone off, no Wi-Fi, don't even know what the time is. Everything was done like manually. So if I wanted to write something down, I wrote it on a piece of paper. The only ukulele songs that I could like play are ones that were in my head or ones that I had printed out. Everybody got a chance to like read books and listen to good music, play with the fire, go on hikes. We saw coyotes, we saw vultures, wild turkey, deer, and a lot of squirrels and a lot of raccoons. Those raccoons were feisty. We actually had people who were like kind of on guard duty a little bit, because at night, once it would start to get dark, they would come try to steal stuff from our table. And we actually did see them steal a bag of chips from the campground next to us, which was really funny. And so we actually were scaring them off, like trying to be really big and like using flashlights to freak them out and everything, basically every night that we were there. And I slept through the night really, really well both nights that we stayed there. And I didn't wake up to anything, but I heard from a bunch of people that they heard the raccoons all night, scratching at stuff, trying to get into stuff. And then our friend Jason said that when he woke up on Sunday morning, early in the morning, there were like 3 giant raccoons trying to eat out of this like bag that we had accidentally left out. Apparently there are mountain lions and bears in that area too, but I really didn't get the feeling that bears were a real threat, because the trash wasn't really like bear proofed, it was like raccoon proofed. So basically the whole campsite just had to be raccoon proofed, and that was it. We were staying at China Camp State Park Campgrounds, which I have linked down below. And then I'll also link that beach down below too. That was the China Camp Village. So the reason that this is called China Camp is because it actually used to be the home to quite a few residents that all had to do with the shrimp fishing industry. The majority of those residents, if not all of them, were Chinese. Now these were Cantonese speakers, so I'm guessing they're from Hong Kong or southern China. But in the late 1800s, the location that we were at was a big shrimp fishing area for all these Chinese immigrants who had come over to the Bay Area. I'll show you on the map right now where the China Camp Village is, which is the beach where the China Camp State Park campgrounds are, and then where we live, so you have some perspective. So basically we weren't very far away from home. So it was a really, really great experience. There was a lot of beer drinking, a lot of talking, and that's why I didn't actually vlog like face to face very much, is because I was really just thoroughly enjoying myself being unplugged and with really good friends. So I really highly recommend that if you guys get the chance to do something like this, that you do it, because it is so nice to just like get out in nature and just kind of like reset yourself. However, I was very grateful to get home on Sunday afternoon, and I didn't vlog because I was so freaking tired, like exhausted tired, trying not to fall asleep as early as like 8 o'clock, all that kind of stuff. So we got home, we were all dirty beyond belief. I didn't shower the whole weekend, and Abe was ridiculously disgusting. So we brought everything into the garage. We immediately gave Abe a bath in the backyard. Then both of us showered, and the rest of the night was spent like snacking instead of making actual dinner, and then just like going to sleep. It was very nice. We watched 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. Oh, and food. I didn't talk about food. Friday night, our first night there, our friends Jason and Mia came, and they're the ones who organize this camping trip every year. And Jason loves to cook for everybody, and he does it in like cast iron pots, Dutch ovens, over the campfire, and it's like ridiculously good. So Friday night we had tacos. Saturday morning I did film that. You guys saw that breakfast. He called it a mountain man breakfast. It was hash browns, sausage, eggs, and cheese. So it was like super filling, really good. Scallions on top. Delicious. Dinner that night, Saturday night, was ridiculous. We didn't eat until late in the evening, so everybody was super buzzed by that point. Buzzed is a light way to put it. There was a lot of beer and a lot of whiskey and sake and all kinds of things brought to this camping event. It was very extravagant. That night, Jason made homemade cornbread and this dish that I've never heard of called purloo. So apparently it's like a southern dish made with Carolina rice, shrimp, sausage, and a bunch of yummy herbs, onions and peppers and all kinds of stuff. So it was like ridiculously good. I think everyone like proposed to Jason that night. We were all like, Jason, we love you so much. Everyone had like, you know, a bunch of alcohol, and then he finishes this huge, ridiculously good looking meal around a campfire, and we just dug in and ate until we couldn't eat anymore. It was so good. Sunday morning, we had a really simple breakfast of just like things that we had left over. Like we had some leftover Perlu, and so everyone ate some of that in the morning. Then we went to this place that I have been to once before, and I snapped it one time. So some of you guys may have seen it before, but it's a place called Soul Food. It's in San Rafael. It's a Puerto Rican restaurant, so it's a lot of like rice, beans, salad, plantains, and meat. We got this dish that was like these mashed plantains with shrimp in this delicious like tomatoey sauce. And then Eric and I also split a different dish that was like rice, beans, and pork. And the whole thing was really good. We basically ate all day yesterday. So yeah, that was my weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry I didn't capture as much footage as I expected, but I also didn't expect to be so distracted by just like being around friends. The time flew, and now it is back to the regular grind. So Eric and I actually started a very responsible challenge for ourselves today, this morning. When we woke up, it begun, and it will not end until September. So stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog to find out all about that stuff, what this challenge is that we're doing. But thank you for watching today, guys. Let me know if you are going camping soon, and check out those links down below. I've got my Patreon page, all my social media links, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I am daily vlogging. I think I'll have like maybe a 95% success rate for the rest of the month. So anyways, wow, that was a really bad sales pitch. But welcome to the Fearless Fam, and be sure to hit that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm very tired. Okay, bye.